YouTube fam, how y'all doing? TM Nation, how y'all doing? If you're new here, I'm Tech Mo, and these little guys right here, these are the newly released Beats Solo Buds, and I own just about every pair of Beats earbuds that have ever released. So naturally, when I saw that these were coming out, I had to pick a pair up and add them to the collection. And I have to say guys, there are a lot of things about these earbuds that I like, and some things not so much. One thing that I do like is the price. With these being 79 bucks retail, they are very attractive in comparison to the Studio Buds Plus and the Beats Fit Pro earbuds, which will all cost you at least 70 bucks more than these, with the Fit Pros being the most expensive at 200. I do have videos on all three pairs, so I will leave them in the description if you want to check them out. But in this video, we'll be taking a look at their designs, discussing the sound quality, features, and battery life to help you pick the best Beats earbuds out there that'll suit your needs and your budget. Starting with the designs, the Studio Buds Plus build upon the OG Studio Buds and boast a revamped design with 3 strategically placed acoustic vents that are there to enhance audio precision but also relieve pressure in your ears. They also maintain the IPX4 sweat and water resistance rating of the OG Studio Buds, which will do just fine in protecting them from splashes of water and sweat. The total package of the Solo Buds is easily the smallest out of the bunch, and the earbuds themselves are really small and lightweight in comparison to the others, which really has been great for me in terms of comfort. I have worn them for 5 to 6 hour listening sessions without any ear fatigue or discomfort, but I would not say that they're the best choice for exercise, as they do not have a published water resistance rating, which is a bit of a bummer. I also want to mention that although you do get different sized ear tips inside of the box with the Solo Buds, they do not come with a USB Type-C cable for charging, if you were wondering. Now, the Beats Fit Pros are easily my favorite pair in terms of the fit in the ears, as they are the only ones that have the wingtips to help keep them in place. For me, they have just the right amount of flex to make them mold to your ears and give you that locked in feel that is perfect for active users, but they're 100% usable for a lot more than just working out. For a long time, these earbuds were my go-tos for pretty much everything, including travel, and the only real reason that I stopped using them for that purpose is because the ANC with them is not as strong as some other earbuds that I got after I picked these up. Otherwise, they feel great in my ears. I can set them and forget them during workouts without worrying about them sliding around when I become sweaty, and they are also IPX4 water resistant, so splashes of water and sweat will not harm them. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the battery life, which is a pretty important part to any pair of wireless earbuds. And first, we're gonna talk about the Solo Buds, and believe it or not, these little guys will give you up to 18 hours of use on a charge, making them ideal for all day listening. In addition to that, if you find yourself in a crunch and you just need a little battery life to get you through a shift at work or something like that, they do offer fast charging that will give you about 1 hour worth of playback from only a 5-minute charge. They also utilize a universal USB Type-C charging port that will conveniently allow you to recharge them from your phone, your tablet, or laptop while you're on the go. Now, I do have to mention that the case itself does not store any power inside of it, so in order for you to charge the earbuds, you do have to plug the case in. Next, and the clear champion out of the bunch, are gonna be the Beats Studio Buds Plus. These will give you up to 36 hours of total listening time without ANC enabled, and on a single charge with the earbuds without ANC on, you can get up to 9 hours of continuous listening. Those numbers are certainly respectable, but even if you have ANC on pretty much the whole time, you can expect to get about 24 hours of total use and about 6 or so hours on a single charge with the earbuds. But these also do support quick charging that will give you about 1 hour worth of use from only a 5-minute charge. With the OG Studio Buds, you can get up to 8 hours of listening on a single charge and about 24 hours total, including the case. And like the Studio Buds Plus, they offer the same fast fuel charging that will give you that 1 hour worth of use from a 5-minute charge. Finally, the Beats Fit Pro earbuds fall a little bit short in terms of raw playback time with ANC enabled. You can expect to get about 6 hours on a charge with them. However, it is worth noting that these do give you the same fast fuel charging that will give you about 1 hour worth of use from only a 5-minute charge. Now let me go ahead and talk about the most important factor about any pair of earbuds, and the reason why we buy them in the first place. This is going to be the sound quality, because nothing else matters if we absolutely hate the way that they sound. I'll start with the newest pair, which again is going to be the Solo Buds. And despite their compact size, these little earbuds do pack quite a punch in this department, with a custom-built acoustic architecture that is specifically tuned for music. They feature dual layer drivers that are aimed at minimizing inaccuracies and distortion, and the drivers themselves are positioned parallel to the acoustic nozzle, which is supposed to help deliver the sound directly into your ears for a more immersive listening experience. But I do want to mention that these have the sound signature of more recent Beats earbuds that are not so heavily focused on bass, and provide a cleaner sound signature overall that will appeal more to the masses than strictly bass heads. But in my opinion, the Solo Buds are going to be more than adequate for most people in terms of sound quality. You have to remember that these are an entry-level pair of Beats earbuds, so the other two pairs are going to provide you with a more full and rich sound. But with these, I am able to hear most of the background instruments and vocals in my music relatively well, and like I said, the bass is decent. It will provide a respectable thump and rumble on the low end, but it's probably not gonna blow you away if you consider yourself to be a bass head. Next, we have the Beats Studio Buds Plus, and these have a custom acoustic platform engineered to deliver powerful, immersive sound. But in addition to that, the Studio Buds Plus also pack active noise cancellation, which is a feature that you don't get with the Solo Buds, and this is aimed at reducing some of the noise going on around you to let you focus solely on what you're listening to. They also feature a transparency mode, another feature that you don't get with the Solo Buds, and this will enhance what's going on around you for those times when you need to maintain situational awareness. Additionally, these support spatial audio with Dolby Atmos, which is aimed at creating a cinematic listening experience that surrounds you with sound. So in terms of the sound quality, the Studio Buds and Studio Buds Plus are definitely a step up from what you'll get with the Solo Buds. They provide a much fuller and richer sound overall. As I mentioned earlier, although the sound signature and what these earbuds are going for is similar to what you'll get with the Solo Buds, the bass with these is much more pronounced, and subtle details like background instruments and vocals are much easier for me to pick up with these than the Solo Buds. Finally, the Beats Fit Pro earbuds strike a nice balance between powerful sound and advanced features. They boast adaptive ANC that constantly analyzes your surroundings and optimizes the sound to block out unwanted noise. And just like the Studio Buds Plus, these do feature a transparency mode that allows you to stay aware of your environment when you need to. Design-wise, the Fit Pros also feature a custom acoustic platform for a rich and balanced soundscape, but where they really stand out in the crowd in terms of audio quality is with the spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. This technology creates a truly immersive experience, adjusting the soundstage as you move your head for a captivating audio experience. But in terms of the overall performance, I would say that the Studio Buds Plus and the Beats Fit Pro are super close in terms of clarity, so I don't think that you could go wrong with either pair. They both sound really good in my opinion, and although I wouldn't say that either pair is basshead certified, because they do provide a more refined sound than what you'll get with older Beats products, but I also would not say that they're underwhelming in this category either. I think they're balanced to suit the needs of most people. Getting into the additional features that you'll get with each pair, despite their compact design, the Solo Buds do offer quite a bit in terms of connectivity and control. Each earbud features a single multifunction button that will allow you to manage your music, calls, playback, and voice assistant without reaching for your device. But one thing that I do think that a lot of people will appreciate is that these are both Apple and Android friendly. With iOS devices, of course, the implementation is a lot simpler because there is nothing that you need to download, but it is nice to have the companion app on Android so that you can seamlessly connect to those devices right out of the box. This being the case, whether you're using an iOS or Android device, you'll still have access to most of the same features, including the ability to find your earbuds. Now, whether you're using an Android or iOS device, you are going to get more customization options with the Studio Buds, Studio Buds Plus, and the Beats Fit Pros. All of them will give you the Hey Siri functionality, but you have to remember that the Studio Buds lineup and the Beats Fit Pros do feature ANC and transparency, which is not a feature that you get with the Solo Buds. So when it comes to the Android app experience, there really isn't much that you can do. But an additional feature that you get with the Beats Fit Pros that you don't get with any other pair is the addition of the H1 chip that will allow you to pair to one of your Apple devices, and as long as you're using other devices on the same Apple ID, you can benefit from the smart switching capability that will automatically switch the audio to whatever device that you're using. I do want to cover that out of all of the earbuds that you'll see in this video, I like the playback controls on the Solo Buds the least, and the reason for that is because the surface area is a lot smaller in comparison to the other pairs of earbuds, so at times it can feel like I'm jamming them down into my ears. All of the earbuds in this video do feature built-in microphones, so you can take and make voice calls directly from them, but I do want to mention that the Beats Fit Pro earbuds do add wind noise reduction. If you're somebody that makes a lot of outside calls, this may be something that you want to look into, but I did take some samples for you guys just so that you can go ahead and judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the Solo Buds paired to my iPhone 15 Pro, and the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them. The room right now is relatively quiet, but I will do my background noise test in just a moment. Give me a second. Now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background, and I'll be quiet for just a moment so that you guys can judge how loud that noise is. I am going to keep that noise level at the exact same level throughout all of the different tests, but this should give you a pretty good idea of how well these can focus on your speech and reject some of your ambient noise. And now I have the Beats Fit Pro earbuds connected to my iPhone 15 Pro, and right now the room is relatively quiet. I will do my background noise test in just a second. Give me a moment. And now I have the simulated background noise going in the background, and I am still connected to the Beats Fit Pro earbuds. So let me know how these sound. Do you think they're doing a better job at rejecting that noise, the same, or worse? Now I'm connected to the Studio Buds Plus earbuds, still using my iPhone 15 Pro. And right now this is the quiet room test, but I am going to do the background noise test like I did with the others. Give me a second. Now I have the simulated background noise playing in the background, and I am still connected to the Studio Buds Plus. So let me know which pair you think does the best job at focusing on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. So taking everything into consideration, fam, the Solo Buds do a great job with the basics, and they provide a cost-effective way to get in the Beats lineup. However, as you might expect, there is a correlation between the cost and the number of features that you'll get, as well as the performance. With the Solo Buds, remember you don't get a case that will charge the earbuds, so although you can get up to 18 hours of use on a charge, that's it. Once the battery life is dead with the earbuds, you have no choice but to put them back into the case and plug the case in to something that provides power. That's not something that you have to worry about with any other pair in this lineup. All others will give you at least a couple of charges in the case before you have to charge it. Also, like I said just a moment ago, you aren't getting ANC or transparency with the Solo Buds, so in all reality, they're really just a solid pair of ultra compact earbuds that you can take just about anywhere. Coming in next at almost $100 more are gonna be the Studio Buds Plus, which like I said retail for $169, and these are gonna give you the longest battery life out of all three pairs. You're getting ANC, transparency, spatial audio, and the ease of use across your Android and iOS devices. So I would say that these are a really solid pair across the board, and I would definitely suggest picking these up over the Solo Buds just because of the more robust sound and the fact that you have a case that'll charge the earbuds and the increased battery life overall. But not only that, the case and the earbuds both feel more premium than what you get with the Solo Buds. But I will say that if you want a more budget-friendly pair, you can go for the Studio Buds instead of the Studio Buds Plus. It's not as easy to find the Studio Buds, but when they are available, you can usually find them between $90 and $120. Finally, the Beats Fit Pros are the most expensive on this list at $199, and I still think that these are the best all-around earbuds in my collection today that I can use for just about anything anything. I can use them for leisure listening. I can use them for editing. I can use them at the gym with no issues whatsoever. And they handle all of those environments really well. But again, they do have the addition of ANC and transparency. So you're not missing out on anything in comparison to the Studio Buds and Studio Buds Plus, except for the decreased battery life overall. But like I said, if you don't mind spending the extra coin and you want everything that Beats has to offer at the moment, I do think that the Beats Fit Pros are still worth the buy in 2024. With all of that being said, guys, I'm curious to know which pairs of Beats earbuds you guys own out there. Are you interested in the Solo Buds, or are you gonna skip them? Let me know what your experience has been with Beats in general in the comment section. Besides that, I do hope that this video was helpful, and if you are on the fence about which pair to pick up, hopefully I was able to answer your questions. But as always, if you have additional ones, leave them in the comment section. I'll try to get you an answer. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.